It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. On 1st and 10, Mayfield rolling to his right. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage. And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain. Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure.
When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Demir Bird there to make the grab. And the Browns will strike first here. The point after, no giving in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Block, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Block working out of the gun. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got a man complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Calvin Ridley, 79 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. Now Chubb. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. 2nd and 7. Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense. Their head coach, it's his first time in charge of the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team. But he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
He's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Jim. Alert. Hurry. Check 45 to
Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 45's the mark. It's been a long day for you. Watch the safety creep. Watch the
Throwing. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Real. 6 guys. Check 6. Hurry.
4th down, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz from 19 yards away. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they?
And that's caught inside the 35.
You know what? Why don't you just start
And
it?
all the way home for a Broncos score. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw it is Lock. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now Landry. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Hey! That's track. Joker.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now a dump off here complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Block now to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Greedy Williams picks it off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Calvin Ridley as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They run again on first down, Chubb. And a short gain here down to the 22. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a third and 11.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away. No good. So a chance to give his guys a second half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong.
That was good. Do that again.
Gong.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Second and 6. fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Mayfield now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield on play action. Flush to his right. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 13. Check 13. Check. Crunch.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
From the 27, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Mike, 45. Watch the screen. Pass. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Come on, D.
They go play action. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown of the night. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The 71 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Locke. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lock. That's out to the flat for Gordon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Locke. Steps away to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.